From the Yonkers Statesman, January 10th, 1917. Headline: The Bronx Parkway will be completed in 3 more years. In an illustrated address given last evening before the Real Estate Board of the Chamber of Commerce at the City Club, 47 South Broadway, George J. Hilty, Secretary of the Bronx Parkway Commission, said that it is an outgrowth of the necessity made manifest several years ago for preventing the use of the Bronx River as a means of sewage disposal. Several plans were broached for diverting the sewage and purifying the water of the river, but all were rejected for one reason or another. Finally, it was conceived that the problem might be solved by utilizing the land adjacent to the Bronx River for park purposes and divert the objectionable sewage to the Bronx Valley Sewer. This led to the creation in 1907 of the Bronx Parkway Commission. This was but a preliminary step, however, the proposed parkway hanging in the balance for some 4 years pending the securing of the approval of the project by New York City. And in 1911, an act of the legislature empowered the commission to begin the purchase of land. Once titles to parcels of land had passed to the commission, work was begun to remove all unsightly buildings and tumble-down shacks and to clear the land of refuse and rubbish. The Bronx River itself has also been thoroughly cleaned and in many cases its course changed. From its beginning at the Botanical Gardens in the Bronx to its end at Valhalla, some 30 miles, more or less, the parkway will be, and already is to a large extent, not only a thing of beauty, but a place planned and at the disposal of the public for outing and recreation purposes. An increasing number of people are constantly taking advantage of this huge playground and park. Mr. Hilty also said that the most striking impression made upon him by Yonkers is its lack of civic pride and spirit, a factor the presence of which is vital to the development and progress of any community. Another thing which the speaker said he believes works against Yonkers is the idea, general among outsiders, that it is a city remote from New York, a place somewhere in the vague region of upstate. Of course, said Mr. Hilty, this is merely a mental impression and not a geographical fact, but it must nevertheless be removed before Yonkers can hope to take its rightful place among the cities of the state. No other city in the country is so ideally situated as is Yonkers, and it is to be regretted that it is not making the most of its advantage. Headline: For a Yonkers Post Office. Congressman Woodson R. Oglesby was a visitor to the City Hall this morning. When questioned in regard to the possibility of an additional appropriation for the purchase of land and the erection of a post office building in Yonkers, he said that the omnibus public buildings bills, now pending in Congress, contained an item for an appropriation of $125,000 for Yonkers, making the total amount appropriated $625,000. With this additional appropriation by Congress, there will be nothing to interfere with the preparation of plans and the speedy construction of the long-promised post office. And that's the news from Yonkers 100 years ago today.